Buying a home in the inland Northwest is a challenge.
Yeah, inventory's down. The Federal Reserve hiked the interest rate for the 10th consecutive time. That was back in March. And the prices of homes have soared in the last 4 years.
Plus, it may feel like banks are just not on your side.
They basically look at you like a bet in Vegas, you know, are you a good bet or a bad bet?
Well, there are ways to position yourself now to make sure the deck is stacked in your favor when you start home hunting. In this special report, we give you easy ways to improve your credit score to get home buying ready and save on your loan.
So you're looking to buy a home. First things first, right? You want to look for signs like this one. Well, not so fast. Have you been pre-approved? What's your credit score? You want to be the buyer that stands out from the rest.
Life moves fast, and now more than ever, so does home buying.
The inventory stuff, like I said, I mean, for God to put this in my path was just a blessing.
Business owner Ryan Johnson feels pretty lucky. He's in the final home buying stage.
We're in contract, so closes in a couple weeks.
While finding a good home may have just been in the cards, his good credit score was something he built over time.
Pay your bills, you know, first of all, you know, make some money. So they're going to look at your income and then your credit worthiness.
It's really the biggest factor of what you pay on a mortgage right now is credit score.
Chad Thomas with Q Home Loans says the first step on the road to home ownership is a soft credit pull.
Also gives me the ability to run a credit simulator where I can actually look and see if you do this, then your score will increase by this amount.
Credit reporting company Experian lists a good credit score as 670 through 739. If you're above that number in the very good or exceptional rating, your home loan approval, interest rate points, and fees won't fluctuate much at all.
Now, if you drop from a 740 down to a 700, then it's a massive increase in points and fees.
I mean, they basically look at you like a bet in Vegas, you know, are you a good bet or a bad bet?
If you need to improve your credit score, the first step might seem a little bit obvious. Pay down some of those credit cards. You might also think paying off a collection would be a good idea. That's not always the case.
That makes your credit better, but it doesn't necessarily make your credit score better.
It depends on when the collection was last reported, and if you pay it off at the wrong time, your credit score could actually go down.
If you have the time, another way to boost your credit score is through a secured credit card. You pay a lender a couple $100 and they issue you a card for that amount. Since 35% of your credit score is payment history, it can be a big boon in a short period of time.
Credit score very rarely changes if you do nothing.
Then it's time to start shopping, buying, and in Johnson's case, a bit of customizing.
Well, yeah, we do flooring, so the floors could use some help. So we'll be doing that the first week before we move in.
This is such a complicated issue for first-time home buyers. There are so many questions, but if you do have a top credit score, what are home buyers doing now to bring that interest rate down?
Well, we met Ryan Johnson, who we did the story with. He's the home buyer. He bought down points on his loan. So when I talked with Q Home Loans about this, Chad Thompson told me in his 30 years of doing this, been plenty of times where he's telling buyers, don't buy down points. Don't pay for points. But he admits right now in this market, that's kind of what you have to do. Rob King, who's our digital anchor, I talked with him more about this today. You can find that conversation right now. It's on KXLY+.
Yeah, we could talk for a very long time, especially after my home buying experience in the last year.
And it's slightly different for every person.
Yeah, we'll leave that to Rob and you online. Thanks so much, Aaron.